record, I said it before it was transitioned.
Well, good for you.
Because I have a big brain.
Well, and kind of a heartbreaking loss in winners. Jonhy has an Ike. You didn't know this?
No. No, I didn't know this. I've seen him play like once ever.
All right, well, we'll break this down in a second, but, you know, just want to, you know, N obviously was up 2-0 on Austin in winners, and then got reverse 3-0 to be down here in losers. Got to fight past Jonhy, and I feel like N sometimes struggles against characters that he doesn't really know, especially once he gets into disadvantage against them. Once he gets to advantage, N just kind of executes the same game plan as always. That's the way that, you know, a Ken will play. But
okay, but the thing you're saying is against characters he doesn't know. This is not a character he doesn't know. This is actually a character that he's very confident that Ken wins the matchup in despite the range, because N is just a parry god, and that has skewed his perspective on everything.
That's true.
He just parries everything, and he's like, why are you ever worried about this character being really safe on? Just parry it, and then kill them. He thinks that, he firmly believes that Ken beats Shulk because he's just really good at parrying every Shulk
That's
ever.
a hot take.
Yeah.
There we go, that down tilt into the Shoryuken, and already with a quick stock taken off of Jonhy, who's struggling, like you said, to find those setup hits. Most of those are aerials, and N is really good at playing around that. He's gonna get a big punish out of this.
Oh, yes, he is. Look at that hard jab, but he was too close to him after the hard jab to get the crescent kick extension. That's tragic.
Otherwise, that would have been about 80% off of a single hit.
Instead, we saw 80% off 2 hits. Not too bad.
Which is pretty good for N, I would say, all things considered, especially because he can kill Jonhy right at this moment.
That up tilt into the proximity hard jab makes that confirm so clean. And is very good at hitting his hit confirms.
He is not the kind to mess those up often, and if he does, it's usually an input error onto the special, onto the heavy Shoryuken. He's just juggling in place.
Looking for proximity hard jab, but he wasn't close enough somehow, and he got standard hard jab.
Yeah. There you go, that neutral air into up air. That's really good for Jonhy. Obviously, you can't parry if you're in the air. That neutral air connected up there, so damage built up. Focus attack will definitely set up for the kill here. It just takes that proximity hard jab again, like you said.
So, as I was saying, N is really good at dealing with neutral air, really good at dealing with landing aerials in general. I feel like Jonhy got blown up by focus, which is, in this game, focus is not nearly as good as it used to be.
That's true.
But he's still getting hit by full focuses. Gonna see if, I would love to see a character switch. Got that Chrom.
I see. So Jonhy also going to be color counter picking for this stage as well. I'm noticing he's picked Persona 4 music, and he's picked the yellow Chrom skin, which means that as little as he can, he will blend in with the stage a little bit as long as he's facing towards the left.
Beautiful.
I was thinking, honestly, what was going through my head was pick Persona 4 music, he'll go Gold Roy, and it will be impossible to see him.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But
really, I feel like Gold Roy is so gaudy that you could see him no matter what the background is.
Maybe. I don't know. But either way, right now, stage pick not even mattering that much. I mean, FD I feel like is still pretty good for Ken, and also it doesn't matter what stage you're on if you can just pop a shield.
So you were talking about character unfamiliarity. I feel like it's coming through, but not in the way you were talking about.
Yeah, I think that definitely Jonhy is the one that's struggling to figure out how do you pressure a Ken? How do you make him feel uncomfortable and commit to an option? And then, how do I even punish that? Because there are so many nigh lagless options from Ken.
Ooh, up tilt doesn't get the proximity hard jab, though. Jonhy was able to dodge out.
Like you said, Parry Master N is in here, but the counter from Jonhy sets up for an edge guard, but can he finish it off?
He didn't run off, and that's some matchup unfamiliarity there. If you see a Ken having to Tatsu from that far away, you better run off and hit him.
Wow, I think Jonhy didn't mean to turn that around, and he just wanted to get the backer after the first hit in air, and he's going to be dead so early to those setups.
And chilling in the corner right here. Tatsu's to the other side, and he is actually just getting so cheesed.
He does not understand what to do with that Tatsu yet either. Up tilt into the hard up tilt. And N, wow, nice tech there from Jonhy, makes it back, but making it back in this whole game to make this comeback, oh, I don't know how you do that against a Ken.
Waits out the counter, gets a little poke. Back air does kill.
That was a deceptively quick back air, too. He said, dash in on me again, son.
How dare you?
Ooh, nice setups here from Jonhy, though. He was thinking about maybe doing that grab release to see how N would react, but definitely reacts to that counter, gets back on stage quickly. Nice parry.
Look at that focus, getting a little bit of extra position for himself. Oh, that's going to be a parry. Ooh,
but he forgot about the splash hitbox.
Didn't parry the splash.
Right, back to ledge, set up for Jonhy, only gets one hit of the nair. All of a sudden, though, it's his last stock, so maybe I'm about to eat my words.
Jonhy bringing it all the way back. He's dealt with some of the cheese. Now they're playing a real match. That's a kill.
Yep. Even on FD, even with you know, pretty average ceiling there, Shoryuken just so strong.
It is powerful.
Remember at the beginning of the game when that move wasn't strong and Ken was legitimately not that great?
Nope. I've never believed that before in my life.
I don't think Ken was...
A lot of people didn't think he was busted.
No.
I thought
that he certainly had merit, but not having those reliable...
was still strong.
It was not kill at 100% strong.
I don't think a Shoryuken ever got buffed. It was just proximity hard jab.
It got very buffed. It got very buffed, my friend. There was a while where there were situations where you would use the medium Shoryu because it was stronger than the heavy Shoryu, but now you never do that.
That's fair. That move's still nuts. I still remember N killing people at 80 pre-patch for catching people's jumps.
But that is catching people's jumps. I'm just saying not off of the confirms. Anyways, Jonhy has now made the switch to the Roy and made the stage switch as well to reflect that. This bigger stage, maybe he's thinking that he can cede a little bit more stage to N when he approaches and try to figure out where those gaps in the armor are when he wants to attack.
Ooh, again the parry, and look at the big conversion. He almost killed off of that from Sus DI.
Yeah, that wasn't the best DI, and I thought that Jonhy wouldn't have the distance to make it back. But again, that airspeed from Roy, very good. And, ooh, wow.
He's playing with his food. I think he missed to confirm.
So too.
He definitely missed to confirm.
Those were the exact words that came to my mind, though. Wow, doesn't get the full connection. Well, this should be stock.
Doesn't quite have enough damage. You need like an extra up tilt's worth of damage on that shield. I think it takes 2 up tilts into the string.
Well, doesn't need any up tilts at that percent to get the kill with the Shoryuken. You don't like the way I said Shoryuken?
I was staring at the game.
Okay, that's, you gotta process. You gotta tell me just what it is exactly that N is beating Jonhy so hard for.
Ooh, Jonhy finding a deep forward air, keeping it even.
Like you said, you know, when we saw Jonhy playing earlier, that Roy, you know, the forward air is not going to be as reliable as Chrom, but boy, does it still hit so hard.
I think the main thing is Jonhy, he doesn't have a projectile, right? He's utilizing his movement, but he's not really dash dancing and trying to bait stuff out of N so much as he is just dash dancing to reposition himself and finding another way to jump in. And that is the big thing, is he's constantly finding his way to poke in and jump in and constantly letting N set the pace. The pace is slow.
Okay, there we go. I didn't want to say a word until that interaction was over because I was getting a little bit tense looking at that.
If you were watching the stream, you might have thought that it froze.
A little bit, yeah. There we go. N's not freezing up on these confirms though. Shoryuken gonna take that stock, but he's got to find a way to land, and Roy can give you a hard time with that.
Does get down using the focus, doesn't get the sweet spot of the back air, so N's gonna survive.
Just a little kick from that Tatsu actually sets up N very nicely to get back on stage, and you can see he uses that high Tatsu so deliberately because he knows Roy won't be able to challenge that.
Up throw. Maybe trying to catch some Sus DI, not sure what he was looking for exactly, but he sets up on the platform with the down throw.
The focus attack is absolutely blowing up Jonhy, particularly this Roy. Trying to use these up airs and these fairs to catch the landings, but catching N in the corner, dropping that shield or on that last stock.
This is the best game we've seen from Jonhy yet, free.
For sure.
Slicing in with the neutral airs.
Definitely doesn't let N pull out the focus any time during that combo, and I love that he does that back air to potentially cross him up if he does get the hit.
That focus attack kicked the wrong way, so Jonhy got away with it scot-free.
And got a lead for like probably the first time in the set that we've seen.
That high nair on shield, but that was an up shield, that was nice.
The armor definitely came through. All right, already just jumping over, taking stage position. Wanted to see if N would DI down, and now Jonhy on the ropes at the ledge. One wrong move means that N can react. Maybe get that down tilt to set up. So close. N's got stage control. Tries to raw shore you. I respect the hell out of that.
Whoa, missing 2-3.
Funny!
He fell out of 3 Shoryukens. Jonhy is actually living on borrowed time.
Oh, yeah, it really
Super
should
extra.
be. I thought he was going to fall out of that one, too, but the 4th time's the charm, and finally closes it out after but not getting the full connection on many of those Shoryus, and moves on to loser semifinals to play against Denty.
That's so sad. Remember when they said they fixed that move?
They made it stronger.
Funny.
Funny.